Hey everybody, my name is Sierra and I am so excited to have you here with me today for our daily discovery with FCMoD. I'm here in the local history archive at Fort Collins Museum of Discovery with our curator of the archive, Leslie. Today, she's going to share a very cool historic photo with us and tell us a little bit about the history of Fort Collins. How's it going, Leslie?
It is going really well. I'm so excited to share this photo with you and everybody. This is one of my favorite pictures in the archives collection. It is a picture of Fort Collins in 1908, and we know the specific date. It was actually February 27th, 1908. Wow. And this picture is actually almost all of the cars in Fort Collins at that time. So if you look at it, you can see there are about 34 cars here. And in Fort Collins in 1908, we think there were probably more like 40 or 50 cars in total, but this is pretty impressive to get this many cars in the picture at that time. And what they did is there was a notice that went out in the paper the day before, and it said, all automobile owners are requested to meet in front of H.C. Bradley's photograph gallery tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock for the purpose of having a picture taken for publication in Motor Field. And that's what they did. So you can see so many cool details in this picture. So we are looking at College Avenue here, looking north, and here's the intersection of Mountain Avenue, and there's the trolley in the distance. And H.C. Bradley's store was right here. He was the photographer of the photo, so he's right in there. And actually, you can even barely see where it says H.C. Bradley photographer right there in the sign. And there are a lot of cool things and little details and buildings that you can identify in this picture. So, like, there's still a bank here today. This was a big, grand white bank. It is no longer there. And there are restaurants on all of these corners today. And there's even the Opera Galleria back here, and you can see the big fly system. That's where they would have used to store scenery for the operas and the plays, would go back in this big part of the building. And the photographer, H.C. Bradley, is actually standing on, what do you think?
Another trolley?
Yes! He was. So there was another trolley right here, and he was standing on it to take the photograph. And the really cool thing about this photo is not only is it a great view of Fort Collins at that time, all these old cars, but people have taken it a little bit further. We've actually had all of the cars identified in the picture.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty neat. And we've had all of the people in the cars identified in the picture, or at least as many as we can. So it really adds a lot of depth to the photo, and we can actually pinpoint specific people in the photo. And the fanciest car is this one right over here. This was this was called a Thomas Flyer, and this car at that time would have cost about $4,500, which would be over $100,000 today in today's dollars.
Oh my gosh!
And most of the owners of these cars were wealthy people. Doctors especially needed them to get places quickly. They were definitely like a toy at that time because they needed repair. They cost a lot of money. They weren't really practical until a little bit later with the release of the Model T from Ford. But all of these are different kind of fancy car models at that time. And one of my other favorite aspects is all the steering wheels are on the left, on the right, because that was before steering became on the left side of the car. So all of these old cars have the steering wheel on the other side because they hadn't standardized that yet. So lots of fun little details in here.
This is such a cool snapshot of our city's history.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing all of that and showing us this really amazing photo.
Yeah, people can come in here and take a peek at this anytime. It's also on our website, so you can really zoom in and see all the little details, which is really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you to all of you for joining Leslie and I here today in the Local History Archive. I hope you enjoyed our opportunity to learn and discover more together. For more fun and exploration, you can check out the museum's website at fcmod.org/programs. See you next time.